What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. I hope you guys are ready for today because the X-Men comics are freaking bringing it. The fall of X is just on the horizon. Orchis is making their moves, and the hubris of mutant society is going to end up being their downfall. In this video, we are jumping into the Immortal X-Men issue number 12. But I do want to reiterate that you need to check out every video that I post today. The next video is going to be X-Men issue number 24. And then after that, we have Mutants First Strike, a story that is before the fall, really just setting up everything that is yet to come. But when it comes to the Immortal X-Men, what we have seen is that a good amount of the Quiet Council has been compromised. That both Storm and Nightcrawler, they have given their votes out. Nightcrawler giving his vote to Storm. Storm giving her vote to Colossus, while everyone is completely unaware that there is a reality warper that is manipulating Colossus in every move that he makes. And then you have Sebastian Shaw, who is working in the background. And now he is more than ready to cast a vote for who is going to be on the Quiet Council, because with Sinister gone, there is an empty seat. With this vote, there is going to set off a chain of events that is going to change Krakoan life forever. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up at the Quiet Council. All the members that have been compromised, or at least they're theorized to possibly be compromised, they are being asked to leave. This is about to be a closed session, as Emma Frost, Xavier, and all the others, they make their exit. Sebastian Shaw immediately puts it up for a vote. The Sinister seat has been left open for too long. He is now pushing to have that seat filled. Now at first, Kitty Pryde thinks that this is Sebastian Shaw just playing at political games, which it really is at the end of the day. The problem is, she didn't think that Shaw would have the votes to go ahead and do this. But then there is Colossus. Now Colossus is under the control of a reality warper known as the Chronicler, with Colossus's brother being the one manipulating the entire situation. His obvious goal is the downfall of Krakoa, and so any move that Colossus makes, it seems like it's going to be more in the interest of making Krakoa fall, of bringing it down to its knees. And he is probably the most dangerous individual right now, because with so much of the Quiet Council being compromised, Colossus has 3 votes. Storm is Nightcrawler's proxy. Colossus is Storm's proxy. With Storm not being here, that means Colossus gets 3 votes. Immediately, Kitty Pryde is shocked. She is shocked that Pete would go down this route, that he would vote with Sebastian Shaw. But with 4 votes against 3, they introduced the newest member to the Quiet Council. And that member is none other than Selene. At this point, Kitty Pryde is absolutely losing it. And throughout this comic, we're getting the kind of narration from the Chronicler. While Colossus is under control, it seems he understands what's happening to him, but he is unable to let anybody know. At this point, Colossus is hoping that somebody catches on, that somebody realizes he is acting out of character, that this is not him, that there is something wrong with him. But with Selene making her arrival to the Quiet Council, Selene was thought to be dead. But mutant kind is not the only people with resurrection possibilities, because magic can be a very powerful thing. As they have this conversation, this is where Destiny speaks up. At first, she simply says no, and then she goes on to say that Shaw is working with Orchis. Obviously, Shaw refutes these claims, that he would happily go to a psychic search to confirm the facts. This is where Mystique calls in Rasputin 4. Without any hesitation, she goes into the mind of Shaw. Examining him, she learns that he has no relation with Orchis. This confuses Destiny, because this is something she saw. This is something that she has seen. When Rasputin 4 says that she could scan her mind to see if this vision is correct, Destiny immediately says no. Absolutely not, that is not happening. Now, Kitty Pryde at this point, she's looking at Colossus, and she's asking, what the hell? How far does this coup go? Now, at first glance, Kitty Pryde sees this as Colossus selling them out for an extra vote, ensuring that Kurt's vote will always go to Colossus, at least until he returns or there is some kind of replacement chosen. But Colossus goes on to say that he has sold no one out, that the council has become corrupt, that he became the liaison for X-Force to prevent any kind of further abuse of power. The way that he sees it, the good are gone, and only the sinners remain. The Quiet Council is heavy with secrets, and so now he is moving to release the full details of the sinister timeline to the world. While he makes this proposal in the green room, we have Hope, Exodus, Xavier, and Emma. Now, at first, Hope is wondering why nobody is even trying to check in on the situation, but they don't want to breach any trust. They believe that it'd only make the situation much worse. But Hope, she cannot help herself. As she peeks in on the situation, she sees what's going on and she immediately heads toward the Quiet Council. Standing directly in her way is none other than Rasputin 4. This is where we also see Mother Righteous. Just recently, she had been banished, but she has made her return. And so while she manipulates the situation as well, we see Rasputin 4 go and attack Hope. While Emma Frost, she is doing an examination of Hope's mind. Kinda a way around the rules, not breaching anybody's trust, just seeing what Hope is up to. And Emma has learned that Selena is back, that they have voted her onto the council. Now at this point, Emma is about ready to put Colossus to sleep, but that is where Xavier stops her. He says that even now, we cannot do this, with Hope reaching out to Exodus, saying that if you want to make things up to me, if you want to make it right, come and help me with Rasputin 4. But he says that he cannot stop this, and if he cannot, then who can? At this point, Kitty Pryde is recognizing that they are fighting outside, but Colossus is letting it be known that they must continue, while Kitty argues that this is something that you cannot spring onto the council, that there must be debate. This is where we have a small delay, because we have the arrival of Storm. At this point, Colossus is no longer able to fight back against the writer. He has been trying with all of his power to fight against this reality warper, hoping that someone might realize how broken he has become, how corrupted and compromised he is. And Storm is asking, what the heck are you doing? He is moving that they break while they consider their options, to calm down and return to debate this. He believes his position is just, and he is happy to convince anybody that that is true. And so as they take this break, this is what picks us up with Mystique and Destiny. Now Mystique feels a little bit foolish. Destiny said she had a vision. Mystique wanted to prove that this vision was true. She didn't know that Destiny was lying. Either it was a lie, or just Destiny didn't actually know. The problem is, when the Moira engine had been destroyed, all the futures were reborn. Now it is much bigger, a whole new map, and she only knows the old map. She is yet to gain the larger perspective of what is yet to come. This is all new territory, and right now, Destiny is terrified. She is more blind than she has ever been before. She is scared, she is in a weakened state. This is when Destiny sees that Mystique is going to kill her. Now Mystique lets it be known that she would never do that, but she does want her to listen to something. This is where Mystique plays the recording from the Sinister timeline, the one where Destiny is saying that she would do absolutely anything to ensure that Mystique stays alive. And when Mystique died in the Sinister timeline, she was ready to burn down the entire universe. But Mystique goes on to say that this is simple. Our love may be immortal, but we are not. You must accept that at some point in time, you are going to lose me. That I will die. As the two of them embrace one another, we have Mother Righteous manipulating things from the outside, casting her spell. We see that Mystique does turn on Destiny. Her arm manifesting into a sword, we see that sword going right through the stomach of Destiny. Destiny beginning to bleed out, and then she eventually dies. As we pick up later at the Arbor, Destiny is being resurrected, and Mystique is saying that she doesn't know what overcame her. Suddenly, she was filled with anger, and then she killed Destiny. Sebastian Shaw is also here just to let them know that Hope is compromised. Anybody that she resurrects is also compromised. This means that Destiny's vote no longer counts. And so with 4 votes for, 3 votes against, and 5 unable to vote, it has been decided that the world is going to know of the sins of Krakoa. When Storm goes on to ask Colossus why, he simply says that you trusted me, but I don't trust you. That it would be arrogant to assume that I was going to agree with you in all things. Colossus, using all the willpower that he has, he lets Storm know that I am not your playing piece. Or at least it looks like he's speaking to Storm, but really, could he be speaking to the reality warper? Trapped inside of his own mind, Colossus prays for any kind of deliverance. He wishes that Storm could see past all of this, to see the awful truth, that he is trapped in a Russian novel, tormented by his brother, and his escape is impossible, with Storm walking off saying that they will live with what he has done today, and she can only hope that he is right. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And I'm very curious on how this is going to play into what's going on in X-Force, because we saw the return of Kid Omega, and with his return, they time traveled. With this time travel, Colossus was no longer at the control of this reality warper. But when he had the control that was broken from him, it was like he woke up from a dream, that he didn't really remember everything that was going on. But this issue is showing that he does understand what is happening to him, that he is sitting passenger seat in his own mind. And while he tries with all of his strength, all of his ability, all of his mental capacity, he tries to let somebody know, hoping somebody will see how broken he has become, how out of character Colossus is being. And while the people recognize this, they don't think two things of it. They don't think that he is under somebody's control. They're just asking, what the hell are you doing? Now, hopefully at this point, Storm is gonna begin to catch on. If not Storm, then Kitty Pryde. It is up to the two of them to figure this out, to figure out that Colossus has been compromised. But this also only puts them more in danger, because if he is in fact compromised, that means almost the entire Quiet Council cannot even have a vote. And obviously Sebastian Shaw is working with Mother Righteous. The two of them together are plotting all of this. They are manipulating the situation, because Mother Righteous is making her play for Orcus. She wants absolute control, absolute dominionship. She wants to be the literal dominion at the end of all time, outside of space and time. That dominionhood is exactly what she is going for. But now the secret is about to be released. The sinister timeline will be released to the world, and with the tensions already high across the globe, this is only gonna make everything worse for mutant kind. This is going to escalate things even further. At this point, there is no stopping what is to come. War is on the horizon. Mutant kind, yet again, will be fighting for survival. The question now remains, can they get their stuff together in time to mount an offensive, to be prepared for what is yet to come? Or will their hubris, will their egos be their ultimate downfall? Will this be the end of Krakoan life? Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything that is going on with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only is this helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.